The House of Representatives has adopted a report of its Committee on Army calling for improved welfare for Army personnel. National Assembly correspondent Joke Adisa reports on this and other legislative businesses at plenary.
2020 Christmas Eve abduction in Chibok local government, Borno State, came under matters of national importance. Borno lawmaker Ahmed Jaha said the life of one of the two victims kidnapped in the raid, which left many people dead and the affected village razed, is at stake. The bandits, he said, had given Pastor Bulus Yukura up to 4th of March to negotiate his release or risk death.
The House should intimate the federal government to do everything possible to secure the release of the victim before the deadline.
In further legislative business, the House called for the establishment of a direct debit system for payment of utility bills by federal ministries, departments, and agencies.
MDAs are often accused of not paying utility bills to the bodies responsible for the collection, thereby making it impossible to remit the funds to the government, and this has adverse effects on IGR.
On the 15th of July 2020, and in the heat of mounting insurgency, the House referred a motion on the purported voluntary resignation of 365 soldiers to its Committee on Army. The committee's responsibility was to ascertain the truth or otherwise in the claim that there was mass resignation of aggrieved personnel in the Nigerian Army.
The House do receive the report of the Committee on Army.
It found out that 386 and not 365 soldiers voluntarily discharged from the service in the second quarter of 2020.
We discovered that soldiers can resign from the Army after 10 years. Once you serve after 10 years, you have the right to resign from the Army. And it can be voluntary or it can be compulsory.
A table of content provided by the committee showed that there was 136 cases of voluntary and medical discharge in 2016, 159 in 2017, 444 in 2018, 783 in 2019, and 386 in 2020, giving a total of 1,908.
The fear at that time was that we were made to believe that military men, whether officers or men, always resign in group, and it was said mass resignation. But we discovered that it was not true in the course of the investigation. 10
bills, including Community Sheriff's Bill with focus on taxation, were introduced on the floor of the House. Joke Adisa, TVC News, Abuja.